close. I mean, they're a team that reminds me of that 2021 or 2020 basketball team for the Pierre Governors, where it was Gray Zabel, who was a senior, Lincoln Kinos was a freshman. They only won one game, but they didn't get blown out by very much of anybody. They were within 10 points for about almost all but maybe 2 or 3 losses that entire season. Yankton sitting at 1-10. Their last game against Brandon Valley, they lost by 5. And you look at what the Pierre Governors did against that Brandon Valley team a couple weeks ago. They lost 56-38. They lost by 18. Governors or Yankton Bucks lost by 2 to Sioux Falls Jefferson in overtime. They lost by 2 to O'Gorman, 44-42. They lost to 11-1 Watertown by 8, 59-51. They lost by 11 to Huron, 54-43. And Huron's at 9-3. A lot of these teams we're talking about are the top half of the AA standings. This Governor team's going to have their handful against a 1-10 team, and this is not a 1-10 squad that you can say, all right, if we just show up and play our game, we're going to win. Governors feel like they can show up, play their game, and if they stick to their game, play good 4 quarters, they can beat anybody in the state. But it's not going to be an easy win for this Pierre Governor team against this Yankton Buck squad. It's other 1-10 teams. Aberdeen Central, the Governors got to win last Tuesday, 53-31. They beat them by 22. Don't expect a 22-point win for the Pierre Governors tonight against this Yankton Bucks team, because this is a very, very good Yankton squad that plays a lot of good defense. They hold those teams down. They are giving up an average of 55.1 points a game. They're minus 6.3 per games in their differential. You have to go all the way up to Sturgis, who's 4-7. But then when you look at the other EST teams or the other teams that are closer, that's one of the fewest. Jefferson, who's 4-7 on the team, 4-7 on the season at 3.3, and Mitchell is 1.4 minus in their differential. This is a team that, by the numbers, if you take away what they score, because they don't score a whole lot of points at just 48 points per game, the Governors are scoring though only 50 points per game, that you look at the numbers on the against and the differential, this is a very good basketball team that is not able to just cash in those wins. But if they start to get hot and start to feel what it is to win a basketball game and how it is to win a basketball game, this is going to be a dangerous team down the stretch. This is a dangerous team tonight for this Pierre Governor squad, who is looking to try to go to 5-9 on the year. This is the only game of the week for the Pierre Governors, where the Yankton Bucks, they will travel to Roosevelt on Thursday before having an 8-day break when they take on Rapid City Stevens and Central at Yankton High School. This is their first road contest in their last 5 games as well. So a little bit being on the road might help the Governors here at home at this atmosphere at Riggs High School. Let's talk to our coaches before we start to get too deep into this. We want to hear from both coaches as we're on KCCR and KYNT in Yankton. Back in 2 minutes with our conversations with our coaches. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR. You're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports, and you're also on KYN TV.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota and Pierre is proud to sponsor today's game. Whether you're in the market for a brand new Ford, Lincoln, or Toyota, or a quality pre-owned vehicle, our team is here to get you back on the road in style. From tough trucks to family SUVs, we've got the selection you need and the hometown service you deserve. Browse online anytime at CapitalCityFordToyota.com. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, where community drives us forward.
Hey you. Are you at a job that is fulfilling, has good benefits to support you or a family today, and retirement goes down the road? If you just said no, listen up. CHS River Plains is hiring operations personnel, drivers, and custom applicators at several locations. These come with a knockout affordable benefit package for you and the whole family. Apply to a job with CHS River Plains and up your benefits straight up. To apply, visit us online at chsriverplains.com or stop in at one of our locations. CHS is an equal opportunity employer.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisors understand this. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Governor Athletics on KCCR. Go Govs! For all your investment needs, call or stop by one of our offices to visit with your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
As we welcome you back to the pregame show here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Join me as Coach Haynes of the Yankton Bucks. And, Coach, you come in here, long drive out here to Pierre, but going into this contest here as you're past the midway point, obviously you'd like to see more wins down the stretch of the season, but what's kind of the thing that you've been seeing the most out of your team so far this year?
Well, we've improved a little bit on the defensive end. The beginning of the season and even coming out of Christmas break, didn't think we were guarding up to our capabilities. And, we're not a high-powered offense by any means. We struggle to score, so we got to be able to defend people, and we got to be able to rebound. So those have been two things we've really been working at. And I think the last few weeks we've seen signs of improvement on that. We've had some really close games, played some really tough teams, O'Gorman, Sioux Falls, Jefferson, Brandon Valley, holding them in the 40s. And just can't quite get over the hump and score enough to win the basketball game. So we think if we can continue to defend and hold our own on the glass and continue to improve offensively, then hopefully we can get over the hump and start winning some of these games.
This Pierre team comes in at 4-9. What have you seen from them on film?
Yeah, talented. Obviously, the Terwilliger kid inside is a problem and a horse that you have to be able to, you can't just let him score at the basket all night or grab rebounds and have layups, which is easier said than done. And then the Cordy kid is really athletic at 6'3". He's just smooth, and he's the type of kid that can take over a game and win a game for you. 6'3", can jump up and shoot a three. He's got really nice touch from the outside, and he can get to the basket and things. So Pierre's big and physical, and so that's obviously a concern as well, as see if we can rebound tonight.
Well, and every so often they struggle to make shots to Pierre. So are you looking to try and make this a low-scoring game and try and keep them off the glass, obviously off the offensive glass, but are you looking at this to try and be a low-scoring game for Yankton to win?
Well, we got to take our opportunities in transition. We struggle to score as well. So if we can get some defensive stops and get out in transition and get some easier opportunities, that would be great. But if not, just like every game, we just want to run our stuff and have good ball movement offensively and work together to get a good shot.
How important is it to have a good start coming off a long bus ride? Yankton knows a lot about long bus rides too, so it's not unfamiliar to you, but how important it is to start out quick?
Yeah, it's huge, and actually we haven't been on the road for a while. We've had our last few games at least at home, and we had one in there we were supposed to be on the road that was postponed during that cold snap that we had. So it's been a while since we've been on the road, and that's always important on the road to get off to a good start, and especially here. This is one of the tougher places to play, just tighter atmosphere. Feels like everybody's right on top of you. It's always loud in here. Pierre has great community support, so we expect a good crowd tonight, and we're going to have to handle that appropriately.
Halfway through the season, how's the injury report kind of going for you guys?
Yeah, we've been, knock on wood, we've been mostly healthy. A couple bumps and bruises here and there, but nothing that we can really complain about. So I guess that's been one positive for us.
Biggest key here for the Yankton Bucks to get a win tonight?
Yeah, again, we're going to have to be able to guard. And like you said, handling the atmosphere and the environment. And then Pierre's played a lot of zone this season. And so, hopefully we can attack that and get some good shots.
Coach, appreciate the time. Good luck tonight.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks.
That is Coach Haynes of the Yankton Bucks. Back with more of the pregame show next year on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Venture Communications has deep roots in rural South Dakota. Venture now proudly provides fiber to the home with 100% of our customers, enabling them to enjoy super fast and reliable internet connections. We'd like the opportunity to keep you in touch with the people and resources that matter most. 100% fiber and 100% committed to rural South Dakota. Call Venture Communications today at 605-852-2224, 605-852-2224, or online at venturecom.net. Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up all online. New or used, shop for it all online anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
As we welcome you back to the pregame show here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Join me as Coach Larry Aker, the Pierre boys basketball team, as they take on the Yankton Bucks tonight. Coach, you're coming in after the weekend that you had. Overall takeaway from those two road games against Harrisburg and O'Gorman?
Well, I thought, go to Harrisburg first. I thought we played pretty well for the first half, and then they made some adjustments, and we didn't handle those adjustments the way we should have, and but still at the end of the three we had we were still within reach, and then with about 3.5 minutes to go, we just kind of subbed down, and then O'Gorman, kind of the same thing. We were within reach the whole game. We just could never kind of get over that hump. The tale of the weekend was we just missed too many bunnies or, easy shots around the rim, and just didn't shoot the ball well enough to win. I think, in both games we were under 40%, and, to win games, you gotta shoot the ball well, and you gotta take care of the ball, which, we did for the most part, but we had some costly turnovers that led to them getting some transition points in both games, and so we gotta fix that up.
You come in here against this Yankton team who kind of hangs their hat on the defensive side. They don't score a lot of points, but they don't give up a lot of points either. After a weekend where you didn't shoot the ball really well, how important it is to be able to get those good shots, but be able to make those shots early on against a good defensive team. Yeah,
it's really key. And again, we need to work inside out and try to get the ball inside and work out the post. And if we do get a shot at the rim or get a breakout, we need to take advantage of it. We can't have any blown opportunities around the rim. So, like you said, especially a team that plays really well defensively, they're, very well coached, and, they just get after you defensively. I don't know if you'll play a team that works as hard as they do all year.
And kind of going off of that too, they're 1-10 right now in the season. But what sticks out to you on film? What more sticks out to you on film that indicates that their record isn't a 1-10 team? Well,
they've been in a lot of games for one, and especially their last three games, they've lost to 2 to Jefferson, and by 2 to Jefferson in overtime, lost by 2 to O'Gorman, lost by 5 to Brandon Valley, and they were in every one of those games and had an opportunity to win it or send it to overtime or double overtime. So, they just haven't, been able to get over that hump, and so you can throw the record out the window because they're better than a one-win team, and they have definitely played a hard schedule to begin the year. So they'll get a couple more W's, coming up later in the year. But they just are scrappy and very aggressive on both ends of the floor. So we're gonna have to be ready for that and match that physicality, and maybe try to get a little more physical than they are.
Logan Whitty returns for you tonight. Obviously, after a couple weeks of an ankle injury, how much is the workload going to be for Whitty? How much maybe the game dictates that as well. But how much do you kind of see him playing tonight, getting back into the swing of things, and how big is it to get him back in the lineup?
Well, it is big to have him back and add another guy to the depth chart. We're still going to go with Jaron. He's, I believe, our point guard, of the future, and so we're gonna keep rolling with him. Bring Whitty off the bench, which is going to be a nice adjustment. Is he brings good energy, good athleticism. So just to get another body, to help give a break to some of our guys here and there, and not so much, on a single header night, but when you're playing back to back, you kind of got to look out for the legs. So it'll be huge getting him back, and we're looking forward to getting him back out there and see what he can do.
And biggest key overall here for the Governors to get a win tonight against Yankton?
Well, I just take take care of the opportunities around the rim. We got to create opportunities at the rim and take advantage of it and knock them in, and get to the free throw line and knock those in as well. I think if we would have shot the ball a little better, made our bunnies, and knocked our free throws in, we would have been right there with a chance to win the games this last weekend. So again, and if it's not going, but we have to continue to be aggressive to the basket.
Coach, I appreciate your time. Good luck tonight.
All right, thanks.
That's Coach Larry Aker, the Pierre basketball team, back with more of the pregame show next year on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
James Valley Landscape and Solutions, creating breathtaking spaces. All because of them, with 40 years of experience and the best landscaping team in the business, hired them to create spaces unimaginable. For a career with great benefits and a rewarding salary, let them hire you. James Valley Landscape and Solutions. As we welcome you back, we are getting set for tip-off between the Pierre Governors and the Yankton Bucks. Jon Winkler with you on this Tuesday night. It is the lone game of the week for the Pierre Governors. Yankton will be on the road to Sioux Falls Roosevelt on Thursday, before then having 8 days off. The Governors will travel to Huron next week, Tuesday, for their next game after tonight. But let's look at the starting lineups as we are just about set for tip-off here between these two teams. First, we start with the Yankton Bucks, the visitors on the scoreboard. Beck Reichen, number 2, the 5'10 senior guard. Number 3, Owen Eisness, the 6' senior guard. Number 4, Jackson Kudera, the 6'1 sophomore forward. Number 5, Abe O'Brien, the 6'2 senior forward. And number 52, Austin Conway, the 6'3 junior center. And those are some familiar names with the football team for the Yankton Bucks as well, just like the Governors starting lineup that kind of has a little bit of some familiar names on the football side of things as well. Number 3, Corday Austin starts the starting lineup for the Pierre Governors, the 6'3 senior guard. Number 5, Caden Aharts, the 6'2 junior guard. Number 11, Jaron Deal, the 6' sophomore guard. Number 13, Lincoln Dilgis, the 6'4 senior forward. And number 23, Cooper Twilliger, the 6'6 junior center. So for the Yankton Bucks, it is Reichen, Eisness, Kudera, O'Brien, and Conway. And for the Pierre Governors, it is Austin, Aharts, Deal, Dilgis, and Terwilliger. Governors will go from right to left. The Yankton Bucks from left to right. Yankton in their full red jerseys with the white numbers and letters. The Pierre Governors in their white jerseys with the green numbers and letters. As we are ready to go for this contest between the Pierre Governors and the Yankton Bucks here on KCCR, as well also on KYNT. Thanks to Braden Butler for letting us invade your ear space, or even maybe a little bit of your TV. You're still watching on KYN TV in Yankton, but also on KCCR Sports on YouTube. As the opening tip between Terwilliger and O'Brien, it is tapped a couple times and won by Yankton, and we are underway here this evening. 9 minutes earlier than the scheduled start time, as it is Yankton with the first possession. It'll go into the corner and a 3 away off the side of the backboard. The rebound's grabbed by Lincoln Dilgis. That was Jackson Kudera that took that first opportunity. Corday Austin will move it over on the left wing for Jaron Deal. Opening stop for the Pierre Governors. Deal, nobody on that left side of the floor with Deal. Go back out top for Aharts. Now the right elbow for Terwilliger. A little give and go, but the shot missed by Dilgis on the layup, and the rebound's grabbed by Yankton. Here's a pump fake driving in. Reichen over from Kudera into the corner for O'Brien. That hit the top. They won't blow it dead. It was going to be Pierre Governor basketball anyway. Play continues.
as it is Terwilliger that will catch the tip pass on the right side on the baseline. He'll get to the elbow, floating shot, rolls off the rim, rebounds off of a couple of feet, and then out of bounds is Yankton grabbing the ball. Brian was stepping out of bounds, or was still standing out of bounds whenever he picked up the basketball, and it turns into the Governors retaining possession with a fresh 35 with 7:01 to go here in the first quarter. Lincoln Dilgis will catch on the left wing out top. Hands off for Aharts. Both teams still looking for that first bucket of the ball game. Deal now at the point. Man-to-man defense here for the Yankton Bucks. Pass looking for Terwilliger. Tipped around. It'll be a turnover. First turnover of the ball game as the Yankton Bucks will find the handle on it. And we'll move it over the left side. Again on our first turnover from either side. Here for Yankton, it is Eisnes down the left side. Reichen will drive back for Eisnes again. Eisnes will look to his left, now turn back to his right, throw it over for Reichen. Eisnes back to Reichen. We'll pitch and catch between these two guys. Reichen looking inside between the 2-3 zone. That shot rejected, and it will stay with Yankton with 5 on the shot clock as Kudera's shot was blocked by Deal. And a right baseline inbound with 5 to go on the shot clock, 6:12 to go in the first quarter. No score between these two teams. That pass into the corner for 3. It's good and a foul. Jackson Kudera hits the 3 and is fouled. Chance for a 4-point play on the first made bucket. And Aharts will pick up the foul. So an and-one opportunity from a 3-point shot made. And Kudera will not be able to finish the 4-point play. The rebound's grabbed by Dilgis. And the Governors will spare that 4-point play. Jaron Deal in the front court here for the Governors. Bounce pass to the right block for Terwilliger. He steps out on the baseline. Goes it back for Dilgis in the corner. Skip pass out top for Austin. Corday Austin with it, might be for the first time in this game. Terwilliger pump fakes. Now he'll try and drive on Conway. He'll have to kick it back out. Now down to Terwilliger again. He goes to work on Conway. That tough shot, tough angle, and the rebound is grabbed off the air ball. And it's moved up ahead by Eisnes. Over for Beck Reichen on the left wing. Again, the Governors go with that 2-3 zone. That pass underneath. O'Brien with a pump fake. Got Terwilliger in the air, but missed the shot. And the rebound's grabbed by the Governors. 5:20 left to go in the first quarter. 3-0 lead for Yankton. Jaron Deal. Working on the right side for Aharts. Everybody's overload that right side. Terwilliger, he will go down. He is fouled. It was an awkward fall by Terwilliger, but he gets right back up. So it'll be Conway to pick up his first foul. And a little bit of extra talk from the referees. I don't know if it was just to Conway or it was to Terwilliger as well. But Conway picks up the first foul. 5:09 left to go here in the first quarter. Fresh 35 here for the Governors. First foul committed by Yankton here in the first quarter. Austin will get the screen from Terwilliger. He'll pass underneath. Conway didn't get back there in time. He was able to recover, but then he is fouled again. Terwilliger's going to go to the line for 2, and Conway's picked up his second foul. And Terwilliger to the free throw line for 2. And Coach Haynes already has a decision to make. Nobody's got off the bench yet, as the first free throw will fall for Terwilliger. He's going to leave Austin Conway in the ball game with his 2 fouls. No, they call it, actually, they called it on Abel Bryant. That's the reason why they didn't go get Conway. So O'Brien and Conway both have fouls. Terwilliger goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line. It's a 3-2 ball game as it's worked into the front court. Governors picked up the press after the made free throws. Conway hangs in the air, threw it into the corner. Kudera was able to hang on to it and move it over the left side. 4:40 left to go here in the first quarter. Reichen back for Kudera. He will travel, shuffle the feet as he made the catch, moving to his right. And the first turnover of the ball game for the Yankton Bucks. 4:39 left to go here in the first quarter. Inbound upcoming here for Jaron Deal. Yankton with the press. As it is Corday Austin that will work it in the front court here for the Governors. But he lost the ball and is turned over. It's picked up by Eisnes, who took the ball away from him. Second turnover by the Governors. Top of the key. Reichen had picked up his dribble. Now it's Eisness again, working the ball on the right side. Reichen, throw back left, pull up for three for Eisness, buries it. Owen Eisness makes it a 6-2 ball game. 2 made threes for Yankton so far as we hit the halfway point of this first quarter. Governors are down by 4. Austin's in the corner for 3. That one rolls in and out. Rebounds tipped out, and Eisness will make the play. Eisness trying to move around, but he got the ball knocked away. Pocket picked by Aharts, and right back for the Governors. Deal finds an open Dilges. Baseline jumper was offline the back iron. Rebound is grabbed by Yankton, and a foul committed by the Bucks. Coach Haynes can't believe it. He thought that Austin Conway had good positioning. That is now his second. And Coach Haynes is going, what else does he have to do here? He's boxing out. Obviously, Terwilliger took a hard fall, but whew, that's a tough one to get your second foul here with 3:30 left to go in the first quarter. He's going to be very careful if you're Terwilliger. You go right at him, try to make him pick up that third foul. Dilges in the paint. Tough shot, but that one's rejected. Coach Akers now looking for a foul, but nothing was called. And it's going back for the Yankton Bucks, who lead it by 4 with 3:15 left to go here in the first. On the right side, back at the top of the key for Reichen. Again, the ball will be moved around the perimeter quite a bit with that 2-3 zone. Pass underneath. Ball's lost, and it's going to be picked up. Going up for was O'Brien, but he never got the handle of it and turn it over. Austin will hang in the air. The shot is missed, but he is fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2 with right at 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Jackson Kudero will pick up the foul. Corday Austin steps to the free throw line. Governors have not made a field goal yet. The 2 points have come from Terwilliger going 2 for 2 from the line. First free throw here for Austin. That will be nothing but net. And our first sub of the ball game for either side. It'll be Miles Drotzman that will check in for Conway. He is the lone guy in foul trouble right now, as Austin will look to try and make it a 2 for 2 trip. Second free throw, that will also fall. It's a 6-4 game. And the press again for the Governors. Picked up at midcourt for Yankton. And they're across midcourt for O'Brien. On the baseline, skip pass out top for Eisness. Now for Kudera, good ball movement. Baseline jumper for O'Brien's too strong. Weak side rebounds grabbed by Austin. Goes behind his back as he'll go behind his back again. Lay it off the glass. He's fouled another time. And there'll be another 2 shots upcoming here for Austin. 2:39 left to go here in the first quarter. And Jackson Kudera has now picked up his second foul. And Corday Austin to the free throw line. He's got a chance to tie it up if he goes 2 for 2 here. First free throw for Austin will fall through. We have Logan Whitty checking in for the first time since the T game where he was injured. We have Tegan LaCroix that also checked in for the first time for the Yankton Bucks. Whitty has been out for the last couple of weeks with that ankle injury, but he's back as Austin goes 2 for 2 for the line. A timeout is taken by Coach Haynes. It is a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here on KCCR, on YouTube at KCCR Sports, and on KYNT. 2:39 left to go here in the first quarter. You are listening to KCCR Pierre, KYNT Yankton, as the tie ball game right at 7 o'clock. 6-6 our score, 2:39 left to go. 2 made threes for Yankton. Owen Eisness and Jackson Kudera have both made threes. Kudera hit a 3, was fouled. Whitty hit the 3. He went 0 for 1 from the line, didn't make the 4-point play. Eisness got the other 3. Corday Austin's got 4 points. Terwilliger with 2 points, but they're 6 of 6 from the free throw line. No made field goals yet for the Governors. And yet here we are sitting at a 6-6 tie with 5 minutes gone by, almost 5.5 minutes gone by in this first quarter. And the Govs are still looking for that first made field goal, but they're not trailing. Coming out of the timeout, it'll be Eisness that will inbound, as it is LaCroix. Back to Eisness. Again, Governors with that short 2-1-2 press. Easily broken by Yankton with a couple passes. Eisness for LaCroix. Now for Beck Reichen. Again, 2-3 zone. Whitty defending out on the perimeter. Now to the baseline, stepping through the double team. Pass was tipped, so Yankton's able to recover. No backcourt violation. 8 seconds to go on the shot clock, though. Reichen will drive in. Kicks it over for LaCroix. Baseline jumper. That one's missed. Rebounds grabbed by Terwilliger. He'll throw to the right side for Jaron Deal and work in the front court for Whitty. Now it's Deal into the corner for Austin. Back out top for Whitty. Make that for a Deal. Now it's Dilgis. Man-to-man defense. That pass nearly deflected by LaCroix. And it stays in the hands of Austin. And that pass knocked away. That will go to the backcourt, so the Governors will pick it up. Good job by Austin to let that fully go in the backcourt so he doesn't get called for it. Free throw line jumper from Austin's miss. Rebounds knocked off the backboard, and it's eventually grabbed by the Bucks. As it goes up ahead and into the right side to the corner for Eisnitz. Back out top, working the ball around the perimeter. 1:20 to go in the first quarter. LaCroix now for Reichen. Pump fakes, drives in underneath the elbow. Another good pump fake, moving everybody around the perimeter now for the Governor defense. But they've been able to recover without a quality shot for Yankton. Here driving to the baseline. Off-line shots and off-balance shot from Beck Reichen. And the Governors get the rebound. Final minute of this first quarter. Corday Austin in the corner. He would travel. He caught it and took 2 steps. He caught it, then took 2 steps, and then tried to put the ball down. It was a really slow, methodical move there by Austin. But he still took too many steps. That was like an NBA travel that wouldn't have gotten called. But that's how it, when you see those NBA videos of how they travel, that's kind of how it was. Here is Tegan LaCroix into the corner. Pull-up 3 is buried by Owen Eisnitz. His second made 3, and it's a 9-6 lead. 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Jaron Deal trying to work around Beck Reichen. Into the corner, right side, a shot from Whitty is missed. Rebounds grabbed by Yankton. They can hold for the final shot. If they do hold for the final shot, the Governors will be without a made field goal in the first. Coach Aker was looking for a 10-second call against Yankton. Here is now on the left side. That pass underneath. In the air, Eisnitz was able to throw it over. Back out top. Pump fake, couple pump fakes. Leading in shot will miss, but the foul is called at the buzzer. Sincere Wilson gets called for the foul at the buzzer, which will put Yankton to the free throw line for 2. Beck Reichen at the line. It's at the end of the quarter. I think everybody can go to their... They put 0.1 second on the clock, but I think it's more just to get the light off of the backboard. First free throw here from Beck Reichen is good. It's now 10-6. Reichen stands like he's looking the way his I wouldn't say his toes are pointed, but the way his legs are spread out. Actually, his toes are pointed to the corner of the baseline. Second free throw will miss, and that will take care of the quarter. And they didn't run the clock because it was the end of the quarter anyway. But it is a 10-6 lead for the Yankton Bucks over the Pierre Governors at the end of 1. Coach Akers still talking to that referee about that foul call against Sincere Wilson. Well, we head to the second. 10-6 lead for Yankton on American Family Insurance. Brittany Shuffleby scoreboard. Back in a minute on KCCR, on YouTube at KCCR Sports and KYNT.
People helping people.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back, the sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good, solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shuffleby Agency, LLC, 224-6627. We welcome you back here at Ricks High School. It is the start of the second quarter. Pierre Governors are down 10-6 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. Inbound pass over on that right side of the floor, far end of the court. Jaron Deal will take it in the backcourt. He's got another 3 seconds to get across half court. He does so. Governors are still looking for their first made field goal. And Ahart's underneath for Terwilliger. There it is, and a foul. A chance for a three-point play for Cooper Terwilliger. As Miles Drotzman picks up the foul, his first. And Terwilliger's got a chance for a three-point play, which puts the Governors within a point if he does. Free throw from Terwilliger. That rolls in and out. So the Governors now 6 of 7 from the free throw line. 6 for 6 in the first quarter. That helps you stay in a ball game. And they finally make their first field goal as Beck Reichen drives an underhand flip. There's a foul, and a basket is good. And Abe O'Brien, the underhand pass from Beck Reichen, gets the bucket and the foul. And Aharts picks up his second. Logan Whitty will check in for Aharts. And O'Brien's first points, he's got a chance for a three-point play now on this end. And he does cash in this time. 13-8, 5-point lead, largest lead for this Yankton Bucks team in this first half. 30 seconds gone by in this second quarter. Whitty, quick pass over for Deal, nearly taken away by LaCroix. Then the pass is tipped and stolen away by Yankton. It'll be Eisnitz into the corner. Good pump fake, driving, kicking it back out. Drotzman will drive in. He looks for someone to pass it to a cutting O'Brien underneath the basket. Good ball movement by Yankton. As Reichen, who pump fakes, drives into the paint, kicks it back out, and O'Brien can't find the handle on it and will turn it over. A lot of really good passing by Yankton. Credit the Governor defense to not allow a easy shot, and they were able to force the turnover, kind of an unforced turnover at the very end. But Yankton moved the ball really well. They just never got a shot away. And then Corday Austin's on the line. He thought maybe he got fouled, but he'll turn it right back over to Yankton. Fifth turnover. Both teams had 3 in that first quarter. Second turnover already here in the second quarter for the Governors with 6:45 to go in the second. 5-point lead for the Bucks. Pass will come across over for Reichen. No direct traffic, throws it for Eisnitz. Inside the paint is LaCroix. He'll get out of that paint before 3-second call. Then sealing off Lincoln Dilges was Abe O'Brien, who's got his second made field goal. And it's a 7-point lead for the Yankton Bucks over the Governors. The Yankton team drives to the basket really well. As Jaron Deal will drive, and he will travel and turn it over. He took one extra step. Third straight turnover by the Governors right now, with 6:15 left to go here in the first half. And Coach Aker will take a timeout to try and settle down his guys. 6:15 left to go. We'll keep it here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. You're also listening on KYNT and watching on KYN TV. The Governor girls are in Yankton tonight, as you can see that game on KYN TV as well, as that game is being broadcasted by our sister station. We appreciate the help from Braden Butler and the crew at KYNT. 15-8 is our score. Governors with one made field goal. Abe O'Brien's got all 5 points right now here in the second, as they've taken a 4-point lead now up to a 7-point lead. Here in this second quarter, the first timeout taken by Coach Aker to try and settle his guys down, who have turned the ball over 3 times in 3 possessions in a row. As it is going to be Owen Eisnitz that will inbound coming out of the timeout. Both teams have used the 30-second timeout. As the inbound pass will come for Tegan LaCroix. Baseball pass by Eisnitz, and Terwilliger is able to get a hand on it, knock it out of bounds. Keeps possession for the Bucks, but on a sideline inbound. With 30 seconds on the shot clock, as Eisnitz will inbound to the backcourt. And here comes Beck Reichen. In 2-3 zone still here for the Governors. LaCroix to Reichen, now for Eisnitz. Back out top for Reichen. Pump fake. Kicks it for Eisnitz. He'll pull up for 3. That one's missed, but the rebound's going to be grabbed by LaCroix, who lost the ball. Whitty will pick it up on the ground, and it will be the Governors with a good defensive play and a hard play being able to dive on the floor. There's a pass for Dilges, who will drive in. He is fouled. The shot, I believe, is good. And a chance for a three-point play. It is good and one shot. Well, the referee had pointed at first. Sincere Wilson will check in for Logan Whitty. That foul was committed by O'Brien in his second. And Lincoln Dilges, first made bucket. Chance for a three-point play. Free throw, a high arcing free throw. It's missed, and the rebound's grabbed by Yankton. 15-10 now. Yankton has a 5-point advantage. That's this LaCroix on the left side. Beck Reichen back to LaCroix, top of the key. Takes one dribble inside the three-point arc. Now for Reichen, who again pump fakes. Drives inside the paint with a hop step. Kicks it over for a three ball. And it's knocked down by Owen Eisnes. His third three of the ball game. And it's an 18-10 lead now for Yankton. They continue to increase that lead, the largest lead, by one. As Deal will drive. Baseline jumper, misses. Rebound. Foul called against the Governors. It's against Corday Austin. I didn't see him make any contact with the Yankton player. Austin Conway will check in, as well as also seeing it Grady Waldner that will check in. Walder that will check in, not Waldner, Walder. Under 5 minutes to go here in the second. 18-10 lead for Yankton. They have a chance to extend it to a double-digit advantage. Walder on the right wing, top of the key for Beck Reichen. Reichen now back for Walder, pulls up for three, spots it up, missed the shot, rebound by Conway. He fights for it, he'll find it for Drotzman, who will lay it in to make it a 20-10 ball game. Miles Drotzman's first made bucket. And a 10-point advantage here for Yankton with 4:25 to go in the second quarter. Terwilliger, ball nearly knocked away from him. Then he is going to be fouled. Coach Anker was about to maybe lose his mind a little bit, as it is going to be a foul committed by Walder. And that is the third Yankton foul, might be the fourth Yankton foul. Jaron Deal will look to inbound. Lob it out, it's going to be intercepted. And Drotzman will try and go around Dilges. Dilges is able to slow him down enough. Fourth turnover of the quarter by the Governors. You're in the halfway point of this second quarter. Top of the key for Walder. Now on the left side. As this going to be Eisnes back for Reichen where he was standing on the left wing. Head fake, drives in, kicks it out right side for Walder. Back out for Eisnes. Drive right side. Walder again for three. That one's off the back iron. Rebound, fighting for it. And we will get a foul committed by the Yankton Bucks. And that'll be on Beck Reichen, his first, as the fourth team foul by the Yankton Bucks. Ahars is in for Dilges. He'll catch the inbound pass. 3:45 to go here in the second. Governors are trying to overcome a 10-point deficit. Ahars with a spin move around on Drotzman. Picks up his dribble, hands it off for Sincere Wilson. Wilson, he'll start to drive, kick it for Deal. Deal from the top of from the free throw line, threw it underneath, got to Terwilliger, who is able to find the bucket. Gets his second made field goal. Governors make it 20-12. As Terwilliger now with 6 points of the night. Good seal there by Terwilliger. Eisnes throws it off right side for Walder. Back out top as they'll move it around the perimeter. Reichen will catch on the left wing. Baseball pass over. Pump fake by Eisnes. Drives baseline. Skips it. Tried to skip it back over to Reichen. It was caught by Drotzman. Conway underneath the basket. Tough shot against Terwilliger, but the shot was missed. The rebound's grabbed by Terwilliger. Yankton was trying for a little bit of a back pick to steal the ball back away from Terwilliger, but it went to Ahars. Then the ball is stolen away from Austin. Up ahead, running is Reichen. He will drive, he will finish, and a foul. Beck Reichen, he goes to the line for a chance for a three-point play. Terwilliger picks up his first foul. And it's now 22-12. Back to a 10-point lead again. Jackson Kudero will check in for Grady Walder. As Reichen who's looking to the corner exit, will step to the free throw line and knock it down. He is 2 for 3 on the night. Lincoln Dilgis, Logan Whitty will check in. Sincere Wilson, Corday Austin will check out. 2:44 left to go here in the second. It is a 11-point lead for Yankton over Pierre. Largest lead for the Bucks right now. Terwilliger's pass was deflected, taken back by Deal. This is a really good group of defenders for the Yankton Bucks. Logan Whitty still with possession now for Deal at the point. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Gets a screen from Terwilliger, pulls up for 3. Got to have it, didn't get it. The rebound's grabbed by Eisnitz. He'll outlet it up ahead for Reichen as he'll run the floor. Kicks into the corner. Kudero will spot up for 3. That one's missed. Rebound, 3 different guys trying to fight for it for the Governors, and it eventually comes to the Govs, but it was knocked away by Eisnitz off of Deal, and another turnover by the Governors. 2:02 left to go here in the second. Govs have turned the ball over now 10 times in the ball game. It was a 4-point game after the first. Both teams turned the ball over 3 times. 6 turnovers, so only 9 turnovers right now for Pierre, but 6 turnovers in the quarter for the Governors, only 1 for Yankton. Right side, right wing 3 for Eisnitz. Missed, rebounds, tipped. It's grabbed by Dilgis. 100 seconds left to go here in the first half. As it's Deal, who'll look to work into the right side. Hands off for Whitty. Now it's going to be Aharts. Doing a screen from Terwilliger. Aharts will drive all the way around. He is fouled by Conway. I believe it's not going to count on the bucket. No, they are going to say it count on the bucket. I was thinking that, I mean, he fouled him from basically the right elbow. Right now, Aharts has made the bucket. It's 2 shots either way. Well, it would be 2 shots. They are going to count it. And so it is a made bucket for Aharts. The foul was committed by Conway, who picked up his 3rd. It is 23-14. Again, that's we're talking about an NBA type of travel from Corday Austin. That's an NBA continuation type of foul to give Aharts the bucket. But the free throw will not fall. The rebound's grabbed by Yankton. Still say the Governors still come away with probably a better result. I mean, it still would have been 2 shots for Aharts. There's a shot blocked by Terwilliger. The rebound goes right to Yankton. And it will be O'Brien that will go to the free throw line after he is fouled, as Lincoln Dilgis will pick up his first foul. O'Brien's got 5 points, all in this second quarter. A 9-point lead here for Yankton. First free throw will miss, as he's now 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Yankton went 1 for 3 in the first. They're 2 for 3 here in the second. 1:12 left to go here in the second quarter. Second free throw, that will fall. Make it 24-14. Back to a 10-point lead here for Yankton. Aharts in the backcourt. Bounce pass for Lincoln Dilgis. Back to Aharts. Across midcourt. Driving all the way to the basket. That is a charge called against Aharts. O'Brien took it, and he might have been falling before he got contacted. Aharts will pick up his 3rd foul, so he'll have to come to the bench. So it's Corday Austin, Logan Whitty, Lincoln Dilgis, Cooper Terwilliger, and Jaron Deal on the floor. 50 seconds left to go here in this first half. This pass will be back out top for Reichen, who will drive in, looking to someone to throw it to. Kudero spots up for 3. That's too strong. Rebound's going to be grabbed by Terwilliger with 37 seconds to go here in the quarter. 4-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Deal in the front court, lobs it for Terwilliger, who had his man sealed. Almost a bit too far the lob. Tough shot, and rebound is going to be knocked away, and it's going to be grabbed here by Reichen. Shot clock is turned off. And Yankton will hold for the final shot. 15 seconds to go. Pass will come over to the right side for Kuderup. Now back to the points. Eisnes, corner. Long three from Breck Reichen is missed. And it will be rebounded by Whitty, who can't get a shot away. And it will be 24-14 at the break. Yankton leading the Pierre Governors here at the end of the first half. And we'll go back to those last couple plays. Again, refereeing is a very difficult job. But I want to make the point out, too, that I don't know if Kane Neyharts had made that bucket with the foul. I think there was a little bit more continuation, so I'm not necessarily I would agree with that one. I don't think I would have agreed with that charge call against Yankton as well. So things even out, I think, overall. At least in my mind, they even out. Referees, they don't even it out by them, but I think it was one that overall, I think both fan bases, one was upset that first time around. I think the other one was upset the second time around. But it is 24-14 at the end of the first half between Yankton and Pierre. We'll step aside for 3 minutes, come back with halftime stats. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR, KCCR Sports on YouTube, and KYNT.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
At Wheelhouse Auto Body, we believe in treating our customers and their cars like family. Our service-focused team has over 50 years combined experience in the automotive repair industry. If you have a vehicle, big or small, that needs some TLC, Wheelhouse Auto Body team is ready to take care of you. Visit Wheelhouse Auto Body at 720 North Garfield or contact us at 605-494-0436. Wheelhouse Auto Body of Pierre.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
For over 60 years, Ferding Electric has been powering homes and businesses across central South Dakota. When you need reliable electrical service, trust the experts with decades of experience. Whether it's a simple residential repair, a complex commercial installation, or even electrical work on your farm, Ferding Electric has you covered. And if you're tired of searching everywhere for that hard-to-find bulb, Ferding Electric carries a wide selection of bulbs, including those hard-to-find fluorescent and specialty options. Visit us at 2903 East Elizabeth Street or call today, 605-224-8684. When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at envirotechwaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health and your time matter to us. Our team takes pride in providing personal, professional care, from filling your prescriptions quickly to answering your questions every step of the way. Need a little extra convenience? We offer free delivery right to your home or office. Because at Shane's Pharmacy, you're our family, friends, and neighbors, and we're honored to care for you. Shane's Pharmacy. Feel better for less and stay well with us. Call 605-223-9200 or stop by in Fort Pierre. Shane's Pharmacy. Proud to support our local high school athletes.
We welcome you back. It is a halftime score right now as it is 24-14. Yankton leads over the Pierre Governors on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. As we look at some of our stats in this first half, we'll start with the Pierre Governors, who are trailing by 10. 6 points for Cooper Twilliger, as the Govs did not make a field goal in the first quarter. They went 6 of 6 from the free throw line, then 0 of 3 from the free throw line in the second quarter, finishing at 6 of 9 in the first half. But 6 points for Cooper Twilliger, 4 for Corday Austin, who has not made a field goal yet. He's 4 for 4 from the line. 2 points for Kane Aharts, 2 points for Lincoln Dilgis. For those 14 points, Governors turned the ball over 10 times in that first half. Yankton turned the ball over 4 times. It was 7-1 in turnovers in the second quarter, as both teams turned the ball over 3 times in the first, but 7-1 in the second. And Yankton ends up outscoring the Governors by 6 points in that second quarter. But it is also for Yankton, they are led by Oneisness with 9 points, 3 threes, 2 in the first quarter, 1 in that second. It is 6 for Abe O'Brien, all coming in the second quarter. 4 for Beck Reichen, 3 for Jackson Kuderub, and Miles Drodson finished with 2 points in that first half. Yankton went 1 for 3 from the free throw line in the first quarter. They went 3 of 4 from the line in the second quarter, as they went 4 of 7 in the first half for the Yankton Bucks, who lead it by 10 at the end of the first half. This Yankton team, we mentioned it, they are a team that plays very good defense, and they are showing that. And obviously the Governors want to limit the turnovers, but they are making life difficult for the Govs on offense. And they have put on a defensive clinic in the first half that has only allowed the Governors to make 4 made shots in that first half. 2 by Twilliger, 1 by Dilgis, and 1 by Aharts. And Twilliger was the only one that made a shot that he wasn't fouled when he made the shot. Everybody else, his first made bucket was with a foul. Dilgis' shot was made with a foul, and Ahart's shot was made with a foul. So only 1 clean bucket was made in that first half for the Governors, who trail it by 10. And an Oneisness with those 3 threes. Gutierrez got a 3, so 4 made threes in the first half by Yankton has helped put this lead up to 10 at the end of the first 16 minutes of play, as the Govs are going to try and climb back from this 10-point deficit going into the third quarter. That third quarter is coming up for you next. Back in 3 minutes, you're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR, KCCR Sports on YouTube, and KYNT.
Becky Potsaba and State Farm Insurance are here to help you with your insurance and banking needs. State Farm's not just insurance. It's banking, investments, IRAs, loans, and a whole lot more. We offer guidance in a personal and caring way that helps you manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and find ways to control costs so you can realize your dreams. We know how life is, and we're here for you. Stop in to see Becky at 1315 East Wells Avenue in Pierre, or call Becky at 224-4173.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for over 60 years. For all your site work, construction, and crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732.
Hello, friends. This is Pastor Sam at Faith Lutheran Church. We have many blessings to give thanks. A beautiful city on the river, helpful and encouraging friends and neighbors, and of course, our peer athletes. They're the reason for us being here, so let's help them out. I will be praying for our athletes throughout this season. I encourage you to join me in praying for their health and safety, as well as their success, both on the field and in the classroom.
We're Faith Lutheran and we are glad you're here.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping wants to make it easy for you to get that lush green lawn and that yard haven that you've been dreaming of. Visit dakotasprinkler.com to make appointments for sprinkler system spring startup, service calls, fall winterization, and landscaping quotes. Trust Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping's professionals to get you through the planning and installation to make your landscaping needs a reality. Visit dakotasprinkler.com today.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
As we welcome you back, we start to get set for the third quarter of the Pierre Governors. Down 24-14 on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shuffleby scoreboard. Governors will be off until next week, Tuesday, when they travel to Huron. The Yankton Bucks will be back on the road on Thursday against Sioux Falls Roosevelt. Coming up this weekend, though, we will have for you, Governor Girls will be playing on Saturday here against T, but we'll also have Paint the Rink coming up on Capital City Rock Sports, as it is the Capitals against Aberdeen Cougars. It will be a 12 and 8 o'clock games on Capital City Rock for the girls and boys varsity teams. Also, for those in Yankton, obviously probably curious about it, but February 27th, the Capitals and the Yankton Bucks will make up that game that got postponed here at the Expo Center in Fort Pierre. They'll make that up on that Friday, February 27th in Mitchell, and we'll have that one for you on Capital City Rock. And we've got all the state tournament games on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports, all 22 of them for the girls and boys varsity the first 2 weekends in March. We are underway here in the second quarter. Yankton underneath the basket for Abe O'Brien. Pump fake, hands it off, and it's Kudera who is open. And Jackson Kudera puts the Yankton Bucks up by 12, 26-14. The first made bucket. This Governor team has got to find an answer in the 2-3 zone. Again, the ball movement for Yankton has just been so good that they have been able to find those shots inside and around the basket in a much easier environment than what we've seen from other teams when the Governors have played this 2-3 zone. Corday Austin will drive. Baseline, off the glass, got it to go. His first made bucket of the night. He's got 6 points, and it's 26-16. Goes pull back within 10. Yankton's trying to make this a 2-10 record. Governors are trying to go to 5-9, and that'll be a foul committed by Jaron Deal, who's looking for the steal. Beck Reichen is fouled by Deal. That'll be his first, and the team's first. Top of the key for Beck Reichen. Over on the right side for Kudera. Back to the top of the key. Reichen now for Kudera. Into the corner it goes. Driving his Eisness. Back out top. Kudera again. Left wing. As it's Strotsman. Here's Kudera, who will drive. Floats it at the basket. Off the back iron. Rebounds grabbed by Terwilliger. Governors get a big defensive stop. They've got to string some series of offensive scores together here for the Governors. Try and get back into this ball game. They're still well within it, but down by 10 right now. Deal drives to the free throw line. Gets cut off, takes it for Diligence in the right wing. Now underneath for Terwilliger, the right block. Cutting it to Aharts on the good pass. He is fouled. He'll step to the free throw line as Aharts will be looking for points 3 and 4 of the night. Isis will pick up his first foul. Austin Conway's got 3 fouls. Caden Aharts, who's at the line, he has 3 fouls. Those are the only 2 guys that are in somewhat foul trouble right now. Obviously, with 6 minutes to go in the third quarter, 1 quick foul puts you in massive foul trouble the rest of the game. Conway did not start this second half. Caden Aharts, obviously, at the free throw line, did start the second half, but he misses the first free throw. Trying to cut this lead back to single digits. Second free throw will fall through for Aharts. He now has 3 points. Governors are within 9. 5:55 left to go here in quarter number 3. On the press for the Governors. Able to beat it for Yankton. A lob pass for O'Brien. He'll throw it to the elbow for the free throw line. Eisness, who thought maybe he was a little bit closer to being guarded, threw it to the basket. Well, at the backboard, they were able to get the rebound, though. Still, shot clock did not reset. At the top of the key with 10 seconds to go for Yankton. It is Reichen down to 7. 2-3 zone for the Governors. Eisness with 3 seconds. Now it's going to be a tough shot. Shot is blocked. It's going to be Terwilliger to come away with it. Good defensive stand again for the Governors. best two defensive sequences we've seen in this ball game for Pierre. Aharts underneath the free throw line. Underneath now for Twilliger, the left block. He'll power his way through for a bucket. 7-point ball game, 26-19, 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Top of the key, Eisnitz goes around the screen, kicks it for Kudera in the corner for three, rolls it and out. Another defensive rebound for Terwilliger. 8 points, he's closing in on a double-double. 3 straight possessions with a defensive rebound for Terwilliger. Aharts to the baseline, he'll throw it. Now backdoor feed for Dilges, who catches Drossman, though, picks him up. Now deal on the left wing. Back to Dilges on the corner. One dribble to his right. Aharts with 10 on the shot clock. Inside, spin move. That tough shot is good. Aharts, another bucket. He's now got 5, and the lead is trimmed to 5, 26-21. It's a 7-2 run to start this third quarter. And the 7-0 run now for the Governors. This is Eisnitz. Reichen will drive for Kudera. He'll step it back and kick it over for Reichen. 12 to go the shot clock, halfway through this third quarter. Now on the left wing, Eisnitz back. Long three for Reichen's underway, and it's good. Beck Reichen with a huge momentum shift. Not a dagger, but that's a dagger to the momentum for the Governors. Terwilliger. Top of the key skip pass for Corday Austin. 8-point lead for the Bucks. Austin drives in. They'll throw it. It's another charge against the Governors. Austin got up in the air, made a good pass, but 2 Yankton guys were standing in the way. They were set that time, and it is going to be a foul committed by Austin, his second, first turnover of the third quarter for the Governors. And now we're going to get timeout taken with 3:31 to go. Coach Haynes will take the timeout. It is a full timeout, so we'll take one with him. 29-21, Yankton leads over Pierre with 3:31 to go the third. Back in 30 seconds here on KCCR, KCCR Sports on YouTube, and KYNT.
Larry Fry Heating and Cooling has a new name. Kruger Climate Systems has acquired Larry Fry Heating and Cooling, but it's still the same great service. Your friend Larry Fry is still a manager, and his dedication to providing you with outstanding service remains unwavering. The same quality products and services you have come to expect from Larry Fry Heating and Cooling will continue under the new leadership of Kruger Climate Systems. You can still reach us at 605-224-9548 or email us at ryan@krugercontracting.com. Kruger Climate Systems, your certified Trane and Mitsubishi dealer in Central South Dakota.
As we welcome you back, 29-21, Governors are down by 8. American Family Insurance, Brittany shuffled by the scoreboard. Yankton and Coach Haynes took his second timeout. They will have the ball after the charge was called against Corday Austin. 11th turnover of the ball game for the Governors, just 4 right now for Yankton. As Pierre is taking their entire time in this timeout. It took all 1 minute and then some of that full timeout from Coach Haynes. 3:31 left to go here in the third. Again, for those wanting the girls game, you can also go on at KYN TV. Check out the girls game from our sister station. This game also on KYN TV. Over on the left side, it is Kudera. Throws it now for Conway. On the baseline, Conway going to work on Terwilliger. Kicks it back out of the free throw line. Drossman leaves it back for Reichen. Reichen will drive, kicks it for Drossman. He'll drive left side. He gets cut off. He'll throw it over. And a running shot from Eisnitz is missed. Rebound's tipped around, and it's grabbed by Deal. And he's able to keep it from Eisnitz. The last second looked like it was going to be, there's a pass that's deflected, and then Deal will get called for the foul, the push. Trying to stay inbounds was Eisnitz. I think that was Reichen who took the ball away. And then Jaron Deal got called for that, just a very subtle push. And I think Coach Akers saying, hey, you're going to call that one, but you didn't call the one right before it. As it'll be Kudera to inbound. Another turnover by the Governors, 12th of the ball game. 2:40 left to go here in the third quarter. Conway left side for Drossman. He'll start to drive. Drossman almost fell to his feet, or fell to his knees, and he was able to stay upright and keep his dribble. Now it's going to be Rankin to the free throw line. Drossman will drive left baseline. Pass underneath for Conway. Back out top for Rankin, who pump fakes. Inside the free throw line, he is fouled. And Coach Aker, I'm not sure if he was mad at Corday Austin for the foul or if mad at the official for calling the foul, but Austin picks up his third foul. The Governors played really good defense, but then Austin got called for the foul on Rankin, who steps to the line for two, and the first free throw is missed. So Austin they did have it on Corday Austin, I believe. Or was it Deal that got called for the foul? So it's on Deal, who, though he picks up his third foul. Austin's got two, but Deal's got three. So instead of Austin having three fouls, Deal's got three. And the second free throw here from Rankin will fall through. So he makes it a 9-point game, 30-21. 2:13 left to go here in the third quarter. It is Aharts. Now a handoff for Deal. Right side for Dilgis. Terwilliger looking to seal off his man, he does. Terwilliger, tough shot, he's fouled. He'll go to the line for two. Austin Conway, that is his fourth foul. And Terwilliger is to the free throw line for two. So, will Conway come out of the ball game or not with this four fouls? First free throw from Terwilliger. That will fall through. And if you're the Governors and Conway doesn't come out of the game, they will have Abe O'Brien check in for Conway. Because if you're the Governors, you go right after Conway every single series until he comes out of the game with his four fouls. 2:01 left to go, still here in the third quarter. Second free throw is good. Terwilliger goes 2 for 2 for the line. Cuts the deficit to 7. As Eisnes for Kuderup. Back to Eisnes again in the backcourt. Governors with that press after made shots, or at least made free throws where they get themselves set up. Pass was caught by Rankin in the front court. 20 to go on the shot clock. Drossman's left open for three. He missed it though. Rebounds jarred free from O'Brien and grabbed by Terwilliger. Now with 10 points for Terwilliger, he's on his way to a double-double tonight. Deal for Aharts. Austin spots up for three, knocks it down. First three of the ball game for the Governors, makes it a 4-point game, 30-26, with 1:20 to go in the third quarter. Big three for Austin. Kuderup drives in. He is fouled before he got to the shot. That's going to be on Aharts. That's also his fourth. Logan Whitty will check in for Deal. Sincere Wilson will have to check in for Aharts. So Wilson and Whitty are both in. Deal does 3 fouls on the bench. That was also the 5th foul as well for Yankton, or for the Governors. So Yankton is shooting free throws. So it didn't matter if it was on the floor or not. Kuderup's at the free throw line. And yeah, it was Kuderup that was driving. They're trying to make sure. First free throw from Kuderup will be offline. 30-26, still a 4-point lead for Yankton. Second free throw here for Kuderup. That one will fall through. And it's back to a 5-point game, 31-26. 1:15 left to go here in the third quarter. This is going to be out of bounds off of Yankton. It was saved. It was trying to be saved by Rankin, who ends up throwing it off of Whitty's shoulder. He obviously was thinking he was still in bounds, all in one motion. So 1:14 left to go. 1 second came off the clock. Austin will get the pass from Dilgis as the Governors will work it into the front court as we near the final minute of this third quarter. Austin lost the ball. It is going to be a tie-up. It'll stay with the Governors with 1:01 left to go. But the possession arrow goes in favor of the Yankton Bucks, which most likely would start that fourth quarter. That's the first jump ball that we've had in this game. Sincere Wilson will inbound. They'll lob it in the backcourt for Lincoln Dilgis. Final minute of the third quarter. Dilgis for Austin. Near midcourt. Now for Wilson in the right wing. Skip pass for Dilgis inside the arc. Pull-up shot is missed. Rebound. It'll be grabbed by Dilgis. And how about that? We have another jump ball. Or is it a timeout called? It was a timeout called by Lincoln Dilgis. They'll call a 30-second timeout, so there is no jump ball. It stays with the Governors. They have a fresh 35 with 43.3 to go. We'll keep it here on KCCR. That's the final 30-second timeout, I believe, from either side. Everything else will be full timeouts from here on out. But again, it is a 31-26 lead for the Yankton Bucks over the Pierre Governors. And with 43.3 to go, the Governors will have a fresh shot clock. For those, again, you can watch on KYN TV. It is halftime, I believe. I'll make that here in just a second. Try and get that. It is 31-17 at halftime between Yankton and Pierre. On the girls' side, Yankton is leading the Pierre Governors at the break by 14. And the Yankton boys leading by 5 with 43.3 to go. And the Governor girls will be at home on Saturday against T-Area at the 3 o'clock tip-off. Boys will be back on the road on Tuesday to Huron. That's their next contest. Inbound pass for Corday Austin. Coming out of the timeout. 38 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Sincere Wilson has it at the point. Right side for Lincoln Dilgis. Backdoor feed for Austin, who will find the bucket. Making a three-point game. Shot clock is turned off, but the Governors have pulled within one possession. 31-28. 18 seconds to go here in the third. At midcourt is Beck Reichen. On the right side for Jackson Kudera. Kudera will drive. 3 guys cut him off. Back out for Isis for 3. Missed it, too strong. Rebounds grabbed by Kudera. His pull-up shot is missed. Austin with the rebound. Final second at the buzzer for the tie. Whoa, too strong. And that will take care of the third quarter with the Governors now trailing 31-28. 14-7. The Governors outscore Yankton in that third quarter. We've got ourselves a ball game going to the fourth. Back in a minute. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR, KCCR Sports on YouTube, and KYNT. Allied Plumbing and Heating knows how exhausting it is to do a funky dance when you're in the shower. First, it's the hokey pokey to get your body wet. Then it's the headbanger's ball when you're trying to get the shampoo out of your hair. Finally, the YMCA to get the soap off the rest of your body. You need to replace those bathroom fixtures. Trust your allies at Allied Plumbing and Heating to make showering a relaxing experience and not a dance class. 494-2001.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Welcome back. It is the start of the fourth quarter. The Pierre Governors are down by 3, 31-28 to the Yankton Bucks. American Family Insurance bringing Shufflebind scoreboard. It is going to be Yankton to start with the ball to start the fourth quarter and get this back to a 2-possession lead with the main bucket. It is Drotzman, top of the key for Reichen. Now for Eisnitz. We have also Kudera and O'Brien on the floor for the Yankton Bucks. Logan Whitty picks up Drotzman. Terwilliger, Austin, Wilson, and Dilgis on the floor. Ball's tipped away, but kept alive by Yankton. 10 on the shot clock. Drotzman started to cut. He was able to stop and catch the pass from Eisnitz. Down to 6 on the shot clock. Pass will come over for Reichen, who will drive all the way in. His shot blocked. It's off of Reichen and out of bounds, and it'll go to the Governors. It hit the back of Reichen as he was going out of bounds. There wasn't going to be a lot of time left in the shot clock, but a big block shot by Cooper Terwilliger. And now the Governors can tie it up with a main 3 on their first possession of the fourth quarter. It'll be on the right side for Sincere Wilson. Wilson gets to the free throw line, hands off for Logan Whitty. Whitty hands back for Wilson. Gets a screen from Dilges. Drives left side. Tough shot is missed. Rebounds grabbed by Drotzman. Governors 9 of 13 for the free throw line. So went 3 of 4 in that third quarter. Yankton 6 of 11 for the free throw line. Mentioned that because it could come down to those made free throws or missed free throws. Here's a 3 by Isaacs in the quarter. It's missed. Rebounds grabbed by Dilges. And again, the Governors can tie this ball game up. Austin in the corner, pump fakes the 3. Baseline shot is up. He is not fouled as he goes down. And then we get a tie up on the rebound. And Terwilliger holds on to it with O'Brien. And we will get a whistle. I think that it was Reichen that he tied up with. Jaron Deal will check in for Whitty. But the tie-up stays in favor of the Governors. Fresh 35. 6:34 to go here in the fourth quarter. Dilges for Wilson. He'll fake the pass on the right side. Hands off for Deal. Reichen picks him up near midcourt. Now for Austin the right wing. Hands back for Deal again. Thought about a 3. Lob pass for Terwilliger, who makes the catch and an easy bucket. Again, sealed his man off between him and the basket. Actually, for the ball in him, and was able to make an easy bucket. He's got 12 points. The Govs have pulled within 1. Right side. Pass, come back out. Right wing for Reichen again. Reichen will drive. Kicks it for Kuderov for a 3. He's fouled and he's good again. Sincere Wilson will foul him and Kuderov's got another made 3. The second time tonight. He makes a 3 while being fouled. Another chance for a 4-point play. Second foul by Sincere Wilson. And it's a 4-point lead for Yankton. That 4-point play is good to make it 35-30. First man into double figures for Yankton. 10 points for Kuderov, who's made 3 threes and a free throw. Excuse me, 2 threes. And then also made bucket and 2 free throws. It is Jaron Deal. Works to the right side for Austin. Governors need a bucket here. Driving in. Austin, tough shot. No foul call. Rebound by Terwilliger. And then it is going to be a foul committed. That one, oh boy, Isaac's going to be really careful here. He didn't slam it high up into the air, but he slammed the ball down. And it is a foul committed by Owen Eisnes, who thought he had all ball. It'll be a baseline inbound here for the Governors. With 5:27 to go, the tensions are starting to get pretty high. Wilson now for Deal off the screen from Austin. Deal will drive, nearly lost the ball. Pass for Terwilliger. He is fouled. He'll go to the free throw line for 2. And Terwilliger, who's got 10 points, 4 of 5 for the free throw line. Miles Drotzman gets called for his second foul, excuse me. 5:17 to go here in the fourth quarter. First free throw is missed by Terwilliger. Governors 9 of 14 for the free throw line. And here comes Austin Conway back into the game with his 4 fouls. Cade Aharts has 4 for the Governors. Conway's in the game right now with 4 fouls. Aharts on the bench. Drotzman comes out for Yankton. Second free throw from Terwilliger. It was short. Rebounds grabbed by Yankton. And an empty possession for the Governors, down by 5. Aharts is about to check back into the ball game with his 4 fouls. Kuderov will catch on the left wing. Well out top for Reichen near midcourt. Top of the key. Governors still in that 2-3 zone. Kuderov for another 3. That one's missed. Rebound is grabbed. Dilges lost the handle of it. It's retained by Yankton. And a pass that is tipped comes back for Reichen. He'll get the pass back from Eisnes. Now for Conway in the baseline. Conway underneath. Getting through the teeth of the defense was Eisnes, but he missed the shot. He was open. I don't think he realized how open he was. Deal rushes into the front court. He'll drive in, lost the handle of the ball, another turnover by the Governors. All the way down the floor, and out of control is Eisnes, but he is bailed out by the foul call, and he will step to the line for 2. Lincoln Dilges gets called for it. It is the 13th turnover of the ball game by the Governors. Owen Eisnes with 9 points, all coming on by the three. First time in the free throw line. First free throw is going to bounce off the back iron and fall through, as he now has 10 points. The lead's up to 6. Aharts with his 4 fouls checks in for Wilson. 4:26 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Right now, 2-possession game, as Eisnitz will make it a 3-possession game with the made free throw. 7-point lead, 37-30. With 4:25 left to go, and then a jump ball is called. It will go right back to Yankton. And another turnover. Austin caught it, but didn't keep hold of it. And a jump ball will give it to Yankton. And the Govs cannot let the wheels fall apart right now. It's still well within this game. Pass will go for Kudera on the corner for 3. Buried it. Kudera hits a big 3. And what was a 1-point game is now a 10-point lead for Yankton. 4:10 left to go here in the fourth. Pass for Terwilliger. Will stay up on that 1 foot. Dilges. He traveled. Another turnover by the Governors. As we get down to the final 4 minutes of this fourth quarter. This is the top of the key here for Beck Reichen. Governors have gone to a man-to-man defense now. Reichen gets around Deal for Conway in the paint. Conway still in the paint right now. He'll be able to get out of it before a 3-second call against him. It is now O'Brien. O'Brien hands back off. Kudera on the free throw line for O'Brien. 5 to go on the shot clock. Going to work on Terwilliger was Conway, and he's able to get that bucket to go. And a technical foul is called against Conway, and he's out of the ball game. And Conway was celebrating the whole way down the floor, right in the face of Terwilliger. And the referee watched it, probably let it go right away, but he watched it go all the way down the floor. And by the time they got to the arc of the other side of the floor, that was enough for the referee to give Conway a technical foul. And Corday Austin will step to the line for 2 free throws. First free throw is good to make it 42-31. Drossman will check in and Conway is done, by the way. He finished with 2 points on that last made bucket. And the free throw from Austin is good. He goes 2 for 2 from the line. That's 2 big free throws that benchmark in the 3:30 mark in this fourth quarter. If Pierre comes back, win the game by 2, whatever it might be, that's a unforced mistake by Yankton. And the heat of the moment getting to one of the Yankton Bucks and Austin Conway. 10-point lead, though, still for Yankton. They're still in control of this game with 3:20 to go in the fourth. Caden Aharts. He double dribbled and turned it over. And the Govs give it right back on the 16th turnover of the ball game. Yankton has not turned the ball over since the second quarter. They had 1 turnover since the second quarter. Timeout taken by Coach Haynes. It is a 30-second timeout. So they did have a 30-second timeout still left. We'll keep it here. 3:19 left to go in the fourth quarter. It is a 42-32 game. Governors are down by 10, but the turnovers from the second quarter on, it was even in the first quarter, 3 turnovers apiece. But since then, the Governors have 13 turnovers to just 1 from Yankton. And now here it is with a 10-point lead for Yankton here in the fourth quarter. Here had it all the way down to 1. It is a 10-point game with the Governors having 12 more turnovers than Yankton since the start of the second quarter. 3:19 left to go here in the fourth. Timeout was called by Yankton. Out of the timeout, they run a press break, run a stack play press break to get in the front court quickly. They're not a team that wants to probably take all the time. They want to still move with 3 minutes to go, but they can start to take their time with a 10-point lead right now. It is Beck Reichen, and it'll be top of the key here for O'Brien. Abe O'Brien, spin move around. He travels and turns it over. 2:52 left to go, and there's the Yankton's first turnover since the second quarter. And it comes with under 3 to go in the fourth. Kate Aharts rushes in the front court. 3 fouls by Yankton, 2 by the Governors. Aharts lost the ball. It's a backcourt violation. And another unforced turnover by the Governors. 2:43 left to go. And Pierre's doing no favors to themselves to get back into this game. Kuderol inbound in the backcourt. 2:40 left to go. Again, Yankton can't get out of their offensive rhythm quite yet here with still 2.5 left. Still 10-point lead. Governors have to be quick and have to get defensive stops. O'Brien in the paint. Shot is missed, but a rebound by Kudera. Now they can start to slow things down. It is Reichen that will dribble a circle all the way back out. On the left wing, Drotzman will drive baseline. He'll get cut off. Dill just has it. He'll flip it out to no one, and it's Kate Aharts who will get the steal. And then he is fouled by Beck Reichen, who will pick up his second. That's the 4th team foul, so with 2:03 left to go, Pierre has to get buckets. No empty trips the rest of the way. They're running out of shot clock opportunities. Pull-up 3 for Aharts is missed. Rebound will be called a timeout by Yankton as Reichen got it. With 1:58 left to go. And this Yankton Bucks team starts to feel like they might have this one in the bag. Still 2 minutes left, but we'll take a timeout with Coach Haynes. 42-32. Yankton leads by 10 with 1:58 left to go in the fourth quarter. Back in 30 seconds on KCCR. KCCR Sports on YouTube and KYNT. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre is proud to sponsor today's game. Whether you're in the market for a brand new Ford, Lincoln, or Toyota, or a quality pre-owned vehicle, our team is here to get you back on the road in style. From tough trucks to family SUVs, we've got the selection you need and the hometown service you deserve. Browse online anytime at CapitalCityFordToyota.com. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, where community drives us forward. As we welcome you back, you're listening to KCCR Pierre, Riverfront Broadcasting Station, as well as also KYNT, Yankton, a Riverfront Broadcasting Station. Jon Winkler with you on this Tuesday night. Jen Brazilius back in the KCCR studios. Braden Butler back in the KYNT studios. As it is Kudero that will inbound coming out of the timeout. Kudero will catch and an easy inbound. No one there. No one was defending Owen Eisnitz, who has an easy layup to make it a 12-point game. 1:50 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Sincere Wilson, Jaron Deal for 3. Can't get it. Rebound by Dilgis. The putback is good and a timeout to be taken with 1:42 left to go by Coach Larry Aker. 44-34, 1:42 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Let's take another 30-second timeout. Listen to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR, KYNT, and also on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Hey you. Are you at a job that is fulfilling, has good benefits to support you or a family today, and retirement goes down the road? If you just said no, listen up. CHS River Plains is hiring operations personnel, drivers, and custom applicators at several locations. These come with a knockout affordable benefit package for you and the whole family. Apply to a job with CHS River Plains and up your benefits straight up. To apply, visit us online at chsriverplains.com or stop in at one of our locations. CHS is an equal opportunity employer.
Back here at Riggs High School, timeout was taken by Coach Aker. Got 2 timeouts left. Coach Haynes also with 2 timeouts. 1:42 left to go here in the fourth quarter. There'll be an inbound off of a made shot, so Yankton can't run the baseline. 102 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. As the inbound will come over for Drotzman. Quick, easy pass. Eisnitz. Bounce pass for O'Brien. Pump fake. Shot is good. And quickly, the bucket made, and the Governors can't get the defensive stops that they need as they're starting to run out of time. As also, again, easy layup to make it 46-36. As Corday Austin now with 15 points, 1:20 left to go here in the fourth quarter. This pass will go across here for Beck Reichen, who's able to sky for it. Went to the basketball as well, and the Governors will foul as just their third team foul, and the fourth one by Jaron Deal. So Aharts and Deal both with those 4 fouls, but Pierce still has to foul twice. Logan Whitty and Sincere Wilson will check in, as Aharts and Deal will both come out with the 4 fouls so they can play a little bit of offense and defense with the foul trouble, as this will be Reichen. He is going to be fouled with 1:10 left to go. And Sincere Wilson picks up his 3rd foul. The Govs still have to foul one more time to put the Bucks at the free throw line. .110 remaining, 10-point lead for Yankton, 46-36. Abe O'Brien will inbound. And the inbound pass will be caught by Reichen. Wilson trying to foul him, and he will put Reichen at the free throw line for 2. That is the 4th foul by Sincere Wilson. Excuse me. And we will get Aharts and Deal back into the ball game once the first free throw is put up by Beck Reichen, who has got 8 points tonight. Yankton 3 for 3 for the line in this fourth quarter. Reichen will miss the first of the 2. And we're 9 of 14, now 9 of 15. Aharts and Deal back in for Wilson and Whitty. Second free throw with 1:07 to go. Free throw is going to be missed, but a near offensive rebound. We get a tie-up. They'll stay with the Governors with 1:05 left to go. And Pierre catches a little bit of a break there with the possession error in their favor, on top of the fact that they didn't get the defensive rebound cleanly. Deal will lob it up for Terwilliger, who'll make the catch. Now back for Austin. Governors have to move quickly. Down by 10. Ball's poked away, stolen away. It will be an easy layup for Reichen, and that will pretty much do it. Another turnover by the Governors. 50 seconds left to go here in the fourth. Deal now for Aharts. Spots up, got to have the 3. Got it to go. And a timeout is taken with 44 seconds left. Make it 48-39. Aharts first made 3 of the night. Governors with only 2 made 3s in the ball game. And Coach Aker with the timeouts. Going to get Whitty and Sincere Wilson back into the game for Deal and Aharts. And then obviously get them right back, those 2 guys right back in on offense. But with 44 seconds, you got to have a quick foul. Free throws missed by Yankton, and you got to make sure you don't turn the ball over. A total of 18 turnovers to 6. As the Governors, again, it was 3-3 in turnover battle in the first quarter. It's a 10-6 game after the first. But Yankton built the 10-point lead. Governors got it all the way down to 1, 31-30. But it quickly went to a 40-30 ball game. And Pierre has not been able to inch their way back and close the gap the last part of this fourth quarter. As Pierre trails by 9. You need a steal off the inbound, and then if you don't get it, a quick foul. Then once you get that quick foul, you better hope for some missed free throws and a couple of made 3s. As the quick inbound pass, they'll get it to Sincere Wilson, who will need to foul. Reichen, they're not fouling anybody yet. And now Whitty will foul with 38 seconds to go. Sincere Wilson does have 4 fouls, but Whitty picks up his first. And it will be to the free throw line for Kudera, who is 2 for 3 in the ball game. He's got 13 points, 7 in this fourth quarter. First free throw will circle its way through. 49-39, 10-point lead for Yankton. 38 seconds to go. Governors gonna run out of time. Yankton's gonna pick up their second win of the season. Second free throw is good to make it an 11-point game. Kudera goes 2 for 2 for the free throw line. Aharts quickly up ahead. They're gonna move quick to the Governors. Deal will drive, free throw line. Back for Ahars, pulls up for three. Can't get to fall. Terwilliger with the rebound. The putback is good with 22 seconds to go. Will the Governors try and foul again? It will be a foul by Corday Austin with 17 seconds. And at that point, after this free throws, probably call off the Dogs. As Cooter will step back to the free throw line. Terwilliger did make that bucket. Corday Austin picked up his third foul, First free throw from Cooter up. It's good again. 8 free throws down the stretch. Yankton is 6 of 8 in this fourth quarter for the free throw line. Second free throw will miss, and the Governors will get the rebound. Corday Austin has to go quick. He'll drive all the way to the bucket. Layup will miss. Rebound by Deal. Good. Make it 51-43. Yankton was going to take the 5-second count, and that will take care of the basketball game. 51-43. It is a second win of the season for the Yankton Bucks, who come into Pierre and get the win for Yankton. 51-43, the final score. Back with the post-game show. After this 3-minute break, you're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR, on KYNT, and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisors understand this. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Governor Athletics on KCCR. Go Govs! For all your investment needs, call or stop by one of our offices to visit with your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Venture Communications has deep roots in rural South Dakota. Venture now proudly provides fiber to the home with 100% of our customers, enabling them to enjoy super fast and reliable internet connections. We'd like the opportunity to keep you in touch with the people and resources that matter most. 100% fiber and 100% committed to rural South Dakota. Call Venture Communications today at 605-852-2224, 605-852-2224, or online at venturecom.net. Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up all online. New or used, shop for it all online anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
James Valley Landscape and Solutions, creating breathtaking spaces. All because of them, with 40 years of experience and the best landscaping team in the business, hired them to create spaces unimaginable. For a career with great benefits and a rewarding salary, let them hire you. James Valley Landscape and Solutions.
People helping people.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
We welcome you back as it is a final. The Pierre Governors will fall tonight to the Yankton Bucks, 51-43. Jon Winkler with you on this Tuesday night as the Govs, too many turnovers, especially from the second quarter on, 18 turnovers in total. With 6 turnovers for the Yankton Bucks, who had just 3 after the first quarter. They had 3 in the first and another 3 from the second quarter on. As the Govs finished with 18 turnovers, 3 in the first quarter, then end up with 7 in the second. Only had 2 in the third, and then end up with a 6 in the fourth quarter. Ends up with an 18 turnover night. As we start looking at some of the stats in the 51-43 win for the Yankton Bucks, who will go to 2-10 on the season. Pierre will fall to 4-10 on the year. Yankton was led in scoring by Jackson Kudera, who had a big fourth quarter, 16 points for him, and 10 of those 16 came in the fourth quarter. 13 for Owen Eisnes, 10 for Beck Reichen. Those 3 finish in double figures. 8 points for Abe O'Brien, 2 for Miles Drotzman, and then 2 for Austin Conway before he fouled out. He actually ended up getting his 5th foul on the technical foul after he made his 1 bucket in that fourth quarter to finish with his 2 points. They went 12 of 20 for the free throw line, but 6 of 9 in the third quarter. They were in the fourth quarter. They were 6 of 11 going into that fourth quarter, went 6 of 9 from the line in the fourth to pick up end up being the win in the ball game. For the Pierre Governors, they were led by Corday Austin's 15 points, 14 for Cooper Twilliger, 8 for Caden Aharts, who had a 3 in that fourth quarter, 2 for Jaron Deal, and his final bucket of the night came to finish out the scoring, and then 2 for Lincoln Dilgis, as the Governors were 11 of 17 for the free throw line. Excuse me, the Governors, again, 11 of 17 for the free throw line, 18 turnovers, scored 43 points. Yankton with the 51 points of the night to pick up the big win over this Pierre Governor squad to get their second win. Again, this is a good basketball team for Yankton. The 2-10 record does not indicate how good of a team this is. They've been close in so many games. They haven't been able to get the wins. Now this team got a big win on the road, pick up their second win of the season. They're going to be in every single game from here on out the rest of the way for this Yankton team, who will travel to take on the Roosevelt Rough Riders on Thursday. Governors will be off until next Tuesday when they take on the Huron Tigers on the road. The Governor boys will be on the road. The Governor girls will be at home for that contest. Over on KYN TV, that girls game is still going on. We'll check in with that here before we wrap up on the air. It is nearing a final. It is a 52-31 lead for Yankton over Pierre with just 1:44 left to go in that fourth quarter. The Governors have just emptied their bench as well, so Pierre will fall to the Yankton Gazelles on the night. It will be a sweep for Yankton over the Pierre Governors. We'll have the recap on a KCCR. We'll also talk with Coach Larry Aker tomorrow in Coach's Corner. That'll be coming up at 5:30 tomorrow night. We did not have one last week because I was out sick, but we will have that back, and we have 4 shows remaining. This one coming up tomorrow, then another 3 to wrap up the Coach's Corner season before we start to get into the spring sports season and into all those state tournaments with a very busy slate of a lot of games. So again, the Governors will fall 51-43 to Yankton as we'll wrap things up here from Riggs High School. We will come back. We'll have more Pierre Governor basketball as the season goes along. Don't forget Pink the Rink coming up on Saturday over on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. And for the Yankton fans, they're still tuning in. Appreciate you tuning in here tonight on KYN TV and on KYNT. We will have the Hawaii Capitals and Yankton Bucks game in hockey on the final Friday of February 27th. We'll have that for you from Mitchell. That game has been rescheduled, and they will meet in Mitchell at an 8 o'clock puck drop. We'll have coverage at 7:40. Again, that's at the very end of February, but for the hockey fans, we'll have that and all of the state tournament games for the boys and the girls for a 6th straight year on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. We'll say thanks to first Brayton Butler in Yankton, letting me be able to call this game for you on a KYNT and on YouTube at KYN TV. Also thanks to Jen Brazilius back in the KCCR studios for getting me on and off the air throughout the entire night. Jon Winkler here signing off. A 51-43 win for the Yankton Bucks over Pierre as we say so long from Riggs High School.
You've been listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Pierre Governor Basketball is brought to you by Becky Possiba Agency, AGE, Wheelhouse Auto Body, The American, Birding Electric, Allied Plumbing, Venture Communications, Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, Envirotech, American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine Agency, Faith Lutheran Church, James Valley Landscaping, Bank West, Kruger Contracting, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, CHS River Plain, Edward Jones Financial, Lamb Motors, Todd's Electric, Gales Gas, First Dakota National Bank, the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection, Shane's Pharmacy, and Owyhee Federal Credit Union. Join us all season for more Pierre basketball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. This has